Good evening, punters. PB here from Racecourse Capital. Welcome back to Beers and Bets on a Friday night. Tell you what, it's a fucking hot Friday night here on the Gold Coast.
Disgusting.
Ty, how you going, mate?
I'm hanging in there.
You are?
I'm hoping I'm going to jump in the pool after this.
Brother, I'm fucking sweating like a gypsy with a mortgage at the moment, mate. It is so hot here at the Gold Coast. Humidity is up over 80%, which is great if you don't want to sleep.
Yeah, nice.
This is fucking hot. Anyway, we're back. We've had a couple of big weeks over the last couple of weeks. So we've lots of racing, mate. Lots of good cards. Lots of great horses are out, and thankfully we found a few winners.
We've gone through the Magic Millions since we last.
Yes, we have. Yeah, Magic Millions, the second chance Magic Millions after it was cancelled on the traditional Saturday. It was, but look,
everyone stayed on.
Oh, 100%. We didn't leave till 8 o'clock, so it was so good. But yeah, it was a great day. But yeah, that got rerun on the Thursday. Yeah, so it was pretty good, and I think the ones that won we were sort of looking at. Yeah, definitely thought that they were the great horses, and it was good to actually get it run. People put a lot of time and effort to get up to this big race, so it was nice to get that out of the way and done. And then we sort of kicked on. What else do we sort of have after that?
All right, so we'll go back to last Saturday. Had a crack.
God, it's been that while since we've done the video. We haven't even talked about the brew we're drinking tonight.
Whoa.
I know, I've just gone and just had a suck on the beer and I'm like, hang on a minute, we haven't even talked about it. So being that it's so hot and being that we're based on the Gold Coast, we've gone with the Gold Coast local. We've gone back to the Black Hops. We're in an East Coast haze. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's got a little bit of a bite to it.
Tastes beautiful.
Lovely when it's nice and cold in the tinnies like we've got here tonight. But yeah, three blokes started Black Hops Brewing out of Burleigh and now have three breweries throughout, two on the Gold Coast and one in Brisbane.
There you go, history lesson.
Very good. It's quite easy to see that there is money in beer. I love it.
All right. So
let's go with results.
So last Saturday, we're at Death Valley. Had a crack there.
We had another crack at. We're still trying to find our form there, aren't we? Really?
Valley's tough. It's hit or miss. Like I had three winners there. The Haas, Ain't No Deal Done, and Shuffle Dancer, which was pretty short. I think I had like 4 or 5 seconds or something. Like it was just.
Well, it was actually interesting. My old lady was out visiting. Hey, Mum, if you're watching. And we were having a look at the Moonee Valley, and I said, "You watch." I said, "If you are in front." If you're the first 3 or 4 at the bend, you have a chance. After that, it was gone. And we watched a few of those races, and it was literally...
And that's it.
You got 200 metres from the bend, and that's all you have.
You have to be really travelling just before that bend, otherwise you are gone.
Well, you see the jockeys bring them up as they hit the bend. So, yeah, it's quite interesting. But, yeah, that's where we're finding our eye, and we're having another look at that tomorrow, but we'll get to that shortly. So we had a couple at Moonee Valley. We have a couple at Doomben.
Doomben, you had 4 at Doomben.
4 at Doomben, which is not too bad. So we had 50% of the card up there, which I thought was okay.
Beautiful.
Doomben's in great nick again, which is it's a lovely course.
Perfect. I think you had Ascot as well. He had a good day there too. You had six winners there. 6 out of 9.
There you go. Must be that Fremantle doctor coming in the afternoon, mate. Just
hopefully the members got on that.
Oh, I'm hoping so, mate. There was a couple of good horses out of there too.
Do you want to have a look at that? Or
yeah, I'll have a bit of a... Yeah, look, Tadwee, the best bet came in, got done just, but that's okay. Look, I was happy with the Velvet Queen's run. Oh, very much so. And yeah, Desert Vixen, Born to Talk. I mean, they certainly ran where I'd want them to run. Slightly disappointed with Moishu. I thought they might have done a little bit better than that, but anyway, it was okay.
Just need a spell or something? Or
yeah, I think so. Yeah, look, it's been good previous. It was just a little bit off on that day, but that's okay. It's okay. It'll come back.
It's okay. All right.
Always remember those names.
So then we've had
Wednesday.
Go to Wednesday. So I've started doing the Wednesday results. Is it Geraldton? Is that got that right?
Yeah, so Geraldton, bumfuck Idaho out in Western Australia. I don't know if you don't know where it is. It's about 300 k's north of Perth on the coast. I'm sure it's a lovely part of town and I will get there one day. But I really don't know the track, so I thought I'd have a stab. And all right, fair to say I did okay. We had 6 out of 8 winners that day for Geraldton, so... Stop it. I know. A little bit of gold. We also got a third and a second. So if you did follow, we placed in every race, which is really good.
Perfect.
The one that I felt like 27 bridesmaids was Doomben.
Right.
9 race card, 2 winners, six punters, 6 seconds and 1/3. So again, placed in every race. But I tell you what, I felt like Catherine Heigl made out of 27 bridesmaids or whatever, 27 dresses. Whatever that fucking movie's called. I just couldn't buy a winner. It was very frustrating, but that's okay. We moved on.
We had Pakenham on Wednesday night, which was odd. Wednesday night racing.
Yeah, occasionally they do it, especially through summer. You know, daylight savings. You know, it's pretty good down there in Vic.
Yeah.
So Pakenham is out in the boondocks of country and suburbia down there in Victoria.
Yeah, and it was not too bad. We got 4 winners there, so 50%.
Very good.
4 out of 8. So.
And that's what we're trying to return for you punters, is 50% of the card, get your money back plus some units up. So that's what we're after.
Absolutely. What next?
Well, that was Australia, wasn't it?
We had Australia, yeah. So Bow Desert.
Out to the Bow Desert, right, which is about an hour west of the Gold Coast. Fucking hot out there too, I tell you. So we had 7 out of 9. We had 5 out of 8 at Bow Desert. So yeah, pretty good. I was pretty happy for a track that I don't often look at. But we went bang, 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 bang early. We shot 4 straight in the first 4 winners. We hit a second, a third. Gave you another winner in race number 7 there. And then finished off with a second. So it was a very good day out at Bow Desert. And for those playing at home, looking at the West, Belmont was another stunning day with 7 out of 9. So plenty of winners out there for you punters. It's a good day.
Sandown delivered as well. Sandown
sure did.
5 winners there, 5 out of 8.
Good day at Sandown yesterday.
I think one of them even come through at $10. It was a good value play there.
Amazing.
So yeah, good Australia day. That was chucked up free as well. The Sandown.
God, he's a generous guy. This guy, isn't he?
Hey? Tips.
Just short up there, no charge. All yours to go. Happy Australia Day, yeah.
5 out of 8.
Exactly right. So anyway, I think it's fair to say we're certainly returning some winners.
Absolutely.
And some units. Because I tell you what, one of the ones that's at Bow Desert yesterday was an $8 winner. I told you to go each way on it, but she fucking semi-collar. Baby.
Isn't she in form?
Oh yeah.
And she's riding the winner she gets at like a good value as well.
Oh yeah. Goes overseas, recharges overseas for 3 or 4 weeks, comes back, boom. Nice. So it was a great run by Star Smash.
Perfect.
All right, we'll kick off and we'll have a little bit of a look at what's going on.
We're on.
Running out of tape, so we want to keep this short, sharp, and to the point. We'll start with the Sunshine Coast tomorrow. I love the Sunny Coast. I'm actually really starting to fall in love with that track.
Sunny Coast.
Yeah, we'll have to drive up there one day, Ty.
Yeah.
Pack a picnic, off we go.
More for it.
So 9 race card tomorrow at the Sunshine Coast. Currently looking at a good 4. I'm just a bit unsure with the weather. We've got like 80+% humidity tomorrow, so no doubt there'll be some storms about. Hopefully they don't hit too early and leave the track alone. But we're going to have a look at race number 7. Now this one is on the drift a little bit, but I like Affogato Girl. I've talked about Affogato Girl previously in some of their videos and gave it a push as well. Currently sitting on Sportsbet as a favourite, wasn't on Ladbroke, so interesting, different markets there. Won the last start by 1.5 lengths and did it beautifully. The form is really great. I have a question mark though. Okay. I have a question mark. Okay. Ryan Maloney has been on the back for the last 5 starts.
Oh, where's he gone? Is he on anything else?
I'm not so sure. I haven't really looked at anything else in that race there, so I don't know where he's at or what's going on. But yeah, so he's not on the back. So Boris goes on the back. No doubt Boris will take care of it. It'll be fine, but you know what I talk about with the jockey-horse relationship.
It's important. It's important variable.
Oh, that's exactly right. It's not it's not those king penguins, mate. You know, one mate for life. One mate for life. Anyway, so I'm hoping that'll be okay. It's in a good spot. It should run really well. It's a very experienced horse. I'm expecting a good showing out of Affogato Girl. Currently sitting at $4.40. Race number 9. Yeah, we're looking at Perseeds. Is that how you say it, Ty?
No,
Ty's the
Perseeds or Persades, I don't know.
Perseids. Either way, one last start, second up the start, it was second the start before. It's a nice top gelding. Jockey staying on, which is a plus. Again, I keep talking about that. The track and the conditions, the distances have all got ticks for PB here. Market's giving it a push as well, which I really, really like. It's got a very good chance tomorrow. Okay. So there's your two tips for Sunny Coast. Full cards and detailed write-ups will be up ready for you tomorrow.
Perfecto.
And that's where the Sunny Coast is.
Okay. Where do you want to go next?
Rose Hill?
Rose Hill.
We had a bit of a squeeze at Rose Hill.
A little bit of a sneak peek here.
Yeah, Tom's got the studying form hat on at the moment while he dissects the 9-card race pattern tomorrow. But there's 2 that we liked.
Okay. So we're going to race 7.
We're going to race 7 now. We both had a little chat about this. We both thought Spacewalk was
the one to beat.
The one to beat. But if you forgive last run, D-Horn Unicorn can bounce back.
Yeah.
That's where I think the challenge will come from.
Well, I just looking back. I mean, what's this? This is 1200. And then if you look at the last 1200 metre run by the Unicorn,
Yeah.
it was a second to IME, and I think we all know how good that form
Oh, the
line
form
was.
line's massive, right? So if you can sit with that, that's really good.
Okay, so that's race 7. So
Yeah.
we've got a race 8. That's
What did you
another
like in the race 8?
one. I really like
Here we go.
Forbidden Love.
He does. Not in his real life, the Forbidden Love. He just
ready
loves the
for it.
horse. Well, you know, I don't know what you get up to.
Gate 1, I think it'll get the easiest run, and look, it's got to be like Gold Mile's an absolute freak. We've seen Gold Mile how good it is. J-Mac goes on the back of that one, but I think Forbidden Love has a great first up record. It's proven itself at Group 1 level.
100%. I mean,
so-
Karen McAvoy in the back.
And it's not like there's only a kilo and a half difference between Forbidden Love and Gold Mile. Gold Mile's just that fraction lighter, and I don't know if that's enough to have a difference. You know what I mean? I think Forbidden Love is.
Well, interestingly enough, Sportsbet are tipping it as their top tip in that race. You really love it and have given it a massive push. Are you expecting those two to box on down the front straight?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. What are your thoughts? Any other?
Yeah, look, I looked at that. I thought Pizarro was a good each way play, and it might be thereabouts.
Yep.
I'm not super confident that it's going to take the chocolates, but I reckon the top 3 finish. So if you're playing multis or the exotics or anything like that, I think you definitely want to put Pizarro in.
Yep.
If you push it a quaddie or whatever.
Yeah,
I honestly think
well,
it'll
it's
be
at
that.
$9 at the moment. Maybe
You may as well, and it's a really good horse. It's coming off some really good form lines. It was third after a spell last start. Generally takes 1 or 2 races to warm up.
Yep.
So we're thereabouts. So look, if it's not ready this race, next race it'll be primed.
Sweet. Okay, that's Rose Hill, race 8.
All right. Let's go to the valley, brother. Let's just rip the band-aid off. Let's get out of it. Let's just rip the band-aid off. Come on.
Oh man.
Come on.
Here we go.
All right. Where are we
We're
off
going to
to?
race 7.
Oh,
So
I reckon I know what you're picking.
We're going to go to this. We're going to go to the sprint first. So the thinking with this one is we've got Jigsaw and Snapper. Look, I think Jigsaw is the hardest to beat in this race. I think he's just absolutely flying. But the challenge I have with this is that there's also Snapper, and they both love to run their heads off.
Yep.
So
they do go real quick, don't they?
Real quick.
How far is this race?
And this one is 1,200. Yeah, 1,200.
So they'll be bloody sprinting from about 1,000 metres.
Oh, they'll be going for it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that if they do that and run their heads off, then I think a horse like Turath can actually sit behind and be the last to pounce late. Damien Lane aboard and has had success in the past. It's a good horse, this one. It's run against really, really nice horses. So
It's a really stacked race, that one, actually.
it is. It's a nice race.
It's a lovely race. I mean, I don't like my mate, but I tell you what, Calypso Rain
Absolutely. So,
has got a fair value chance tomorrow. It's first up after a spell, and you just never know. Like,
I think it'll be
look at the form from the last prep on Calypso Rain. Like, honestly,
there's a lot of ones and there's some good.
Loves the track too,
Mooney
mate.
Valley.
Yeah.
So you've got, Turath's a good each way play. Calypso Rain's a great each way play. They're like, it's one of those races where if they just go that little bit too quick, anything can win. So I thought Turath was a good each way play for that one. $4.80 currently, $2.25 per place.
Boom.
So now we're going to go to race 8. Another each way
Yep.
that I like is Kentucky Casanova.
Oh.
Not
Not just because of the chicken, mate.
It was a little bit underwhelming first up, but I'm willing to forgive that. That was down the Flemington Straight.
So what? Just faded late?
Yeah, I'm willing to forgive that. I think a horse that sometimes they don't really like the straight. Look, it's run well up the straight before, but I don't know. First up, there's a lot of variables at play, but I think second up, back around the bend.
Okay.
It's $5.50 to win, $2.50 in the play, so I think it's a great each way play.
Like it.
3 kilo claim, which brings it right in. I think it's a horse that's going to improve a lot off its first up run, so I think it's a good each way play.
Nice one.
So Kentucky Casanova.
I like that. I do like that. Right, we're going to go to the west. Big race day out at Ascot tomorrow. Big race day. You know when you get Channel 7 coverage, you know you've made it. You know you've got a big race day. So Channel 7 coverage tomorrow. I'm not sure if that's going to help your punters or not, but hey, it's going to be a big race day and there's a big card out there, but I've only sort of eyeballed 2 that I really like at the moment. I have to sleep on a few more tonight, Ty, to see what I think. All right, we're going to go race number 6. And we're looking at what I only can dream of doing on the golf course, mate. Birdie Eagle. I'm a shit golfer, hey, honestly. But anyway, I love the sport. So Bertie Eagle, it's a lovely gelding. It's dropping back in class in this race, which is always nice to see when they've struggled a little bit at the top, but it's coming back in class. It's coming out of a really good barrier. Last run needs to be a forget, and it's a fair chance this time, so I like that. I like, Bertie Eagle in race number 6 at Ascot.
Yeah, $4.40.
Yeah, we're going to go a little bit of value here, but then in race number 8, I reckon it's almost going to be sitting as my best tip for tomorrow. What if you know which one I'm talking about, Ty?
Well,
Come
there's a couple here that you've been on before, but
have a stab, mate. Which one do you want?
It would have to be Fanta, wouldn't it?
No, it's actually not. But I am concerned about Fanta. Fanta first up after a spell. Acromantula is a very good horse as well. Angelic Mist, yes, as Ty said,
Was it the jockey push?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was the jockey push. So, how's the Serenity? Should have these covered tomorrow. Acurandle's been in work for a little while, and I think it's probably almost due to go out to the paddock. Fanta's first race back, so will be in my top selections tomorrow. But I'm just unsure about how it's going to run first up for its prep, so I'm a little bit nervous about that.
Odds, $4.80 at the moment.
Yeah. You know me, mate. I'll throw anything on. But how's the Serenity won its last 2 races very well. It's third up. The jockey, Holly, she's going to get it done tomorrow. It's a very experienced mare, and it is peaking in form right now. I can't give it any more of a push than that.
No,
and I know it's short at $2, but I tell you what, you want to jump on now. And the market's been, turning that dial, just chipping away. But I think it should have them all covered tomorrow at Ascot. But a ripper day at Ascot tomorrow. Perfecto. But yes, be nervous about Fanta. It's a weapon.
Alright, so have we covered everything?
I think we have covered everything tonight, Ty. Believe it or not, we've been actually quite professional this evening, mate. Don't know what's happened.
Okay.
No, but thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate you guys tuning in and giving us your support, following our tips, and
Hey, we're currently taking on new memberships or new members.
That is right.
So jump in before the end of this month. It's nearly the end of January now, so a few more days to jump on for February, and we've got the Blue Diamond coming up in February, so a lot of lead-up races to that.
Absolutely, the autumn's going to be very, very, very delicious.
So we're getting a bit of an insight into some of those young horses.
Yep.
And they'll be, young horses that'll be racing later in the spring and things like that as well. So
I love it. I love the autumn as it moves into winter, and then we prep for the spring. So guys, jump on. Our results do speak for ourselves, and I think we can have some fun along the way. So look forward to welcoming all of you to Racecourse Capital, and to our founding members, thank you very much for continuing to support us. Ty, any final, last memorable words of experience?
No, best of luck tomorrow. I'll do my best at Death Valley.
Good man.
As I always do, I do my best.
We can only ask you to throw it down at the board.
Hopefully there's no 5 seconds, but we'll have a crack. That's all right.
Sounds good. See you in the morning, punters. Gamble responsibly. Have some fun. Catch you next time.